you give birth in France, you have a minimum of 3 days that you stay in the hospital afterwards, where they're making sure you know how to properly wash and care for your baby and care for their umbilical cord. And then you also have a midwife that comes to your house twice after giving birth. One is within like the first week or two, and the second time she'll come a few weeks later. She'll check your stitches if you have any, make sure everything's healing properly. She'll ask to see you breastfeed and then give you any tips in case the baby's not latching on properly. If baby is bottle fed too, she'll give some advice about that. They check to make sure baby's gaining weight properly. They'll ask if you are having any mental like health issues. I don't know if they all asked that, but mine did. Wanted to make sure I was doing well mentally, if I needed any support. She explained all of the benefits that me and baby could have throughout the year, and this was all paid through my taxes, which I paid less in. I paid less taxes in France based on my income than I would have for the same income had I lived in the US. All of this is in addition to the 10 weeks of physical floor therapy so that you can be properly healed. And if you aren't able to be healed properly through just normal physical floor therapy, they also have like electrical wand versions of this therapy that they can do, or in extreme cases, your surgery to get yourself fixed up down there so you can be functioning normally again and get back to your regular life more quickly is also covered by your taxes through Social Security. On top of that, childcare is very affordable for the first 3 years of your child's life. And once they turn 3, they're allowed to go for free to the state paid for preschool, which is just like kindergarten that we have in the US, but they start it back at 3 years old. You can start going to preschool at 3 years old, paid for by the government. And they actually, I think recently made it into law that everyone has to start going to school at 3 years old if they're not being homeschooled, just to make sure the literacy level is up and everything like that. France has a lot of problems, like all countries do. No system is perfect, but for giving birth, I would rather give birth in France than in any other country. So if any countries, heads of state, are listening to this TikTok and you're looking for ways to increase the birth rate, yeah, supporting women would do that.